Be ready. Start. The trial court acquitted all the accused on the ground that evidence of PW1 Dr. Gurmeet Singh, PW4 ASI Mohinder Singh, and affidavit filed by PW7 Constable Angrez Singh indicate that the case property, that is the contents of stomach of the deceased and other material handed over by PW1 Dr. Gurmeet Singh to him remained in his personal custody for 1 day, and therefore the possibility of its tampering cannot be ruled out. Stop. Therefore, the chemical analyzer's report stating that poison was detected therein cannot be relied on. Stop. The trial court also held that there was delay in sending special report to the magistrate, from which it could be inferred that the FIR was anti-timed. Stop. The trial court further held that while PW2 Labh Singh stated that the deceased told him about the dowry demand in the room, PW3 Surjit Singh stated that the deceased talked to them in the veranda. Stop. Thus, there is variance in their statements. Stop. Moreover, the deceased could not have told them about the dowry demand in the presence of the accused. Stop. Para. The trial court thus concluded that the prosecution had not proved its case beyond reasonable doubt and acquitted the accused. Stop. The High Court's view. Stop. The High Court held that the inference drawn by the trial court that the case property might have been tampered with is without any basis. Stop. The High Court held that the evidence of PW2 Labh Singh and PW3 Surjit Singh established that the deceased was subjected to harassment for dowry and that the time taken to forward the special report to the magistrate did not make the prosecution case suspect. Stop. Taking note of the fact that Colonel Kaur had died within 7 years of marriage, the High Court convicted the appellant as aforesaid. Stop. The High Court confirmed the acquittal of mother and brother of the appellant by giving them benefit of doubt. Stop. Submissions of the counsel. Stop. We have heard learned counsel for the parties at some length. Stop. Mr. Vishal Yadav, learned counsel for the appellant, reiterated all the points which the trial court had taken into consideration while acquitting the accused, which we have quoted herein above, and stated that the High Court erred in disturbing the trial court's well-reasoned judgment. Stop. He submitted that the trial court's view was a reasonably possible view which the High Court should not have disturbed even if it felt that another view of the matter was possible. Stop. Counsel submitted that the deceased was married to the appellant in May 1989. Stop. Para. Shri Labh Singh stated that on 25/6/1991, the deceased told him about the harassment and demand for dowry. Stop. There is no evidence to show that from May 1989 to 25/6/1991, there was harassment for dowry. Stop. Counsel submitted that in the FIR, PW2 Labh Singh stated that Pritam Singh told him that Colonel Kaur had died. Stop. But he improved his story in the court and stated that Pritam Singh told him on 1/7/1991 that Colonel Kaur had been killed a day earlier. Stop. Thus, he is not a reliable witness. Stop. Counsel pointed out that there is overwriting in the inquest report, Exhibit PC with the intention to match it with time given in the FIR. Stop. Council submitted that post-mortem notes do not show presence of poison. Stop. Therefore, the prosecution case that Colonel Kaur died of poisoning is doubtful. Stop. In the circumstances, impugned judgment deserves to be set aside. Stop. Miss Anvita, learned counsel for the state of Punjab, submitted that the evidence of PW2 Labh Singh and PW3 Surjit Singh and the chemical analyzer's report bear out the prosecution story and hence the appeal be dismissed. Stop. Our view and conclusion. Admittedly, Colonel Kaur died within 7 years of marriage. Therefore, presumptions under Section 304B of the IPC and Section 113B of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 are attracted to this case. Stop. It is for the appellant to rebut it, which in our opinion the appellant has failed to do. Stop. We have already noted the gist of PW2 Labh Singh's evidence. Stop. He has given the details of articles given to the appellant and his family as dowry and stated that after marriage the attitude of the accused was hostile towards the deceased. Stop. Thereafter, he has described his visit to the appellant's house along 2013 with PW3 Surjit Singh on 25/6/1991 when the deceased, who was in tears, told him about the dowry demand of the accused. Stop. The appellant was present there. Stop. PW3 Surjit Singh, who had accompanied PW2 Labh Singh, corroborates PW2 Labh Singh on this aspect. Stop. They are rustic witnesses. Stop. Their evidence must be read bearing their simple background in mind. Stop. PW2 Labh Singh had lost his daughter. Stop. Besides, they were deposing in 1994, almost 3 years after the incident. Stop. Hence, allowance must be made for minor discrepancies, if any, in their evidence. Stop. In any case, by and large, their evidence is consistent. Stop. Only discrepancy which is pointed out by the appellant's counsel is that while PW2 Labh Singh stated that the deceased told them about the demand in the room, PW3 Surjit Singh stated that she talked to them in the veranda. Stop. Over.